Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
On first down, Darnold. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Second and 10.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down, it's Bell. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Third and 2, Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Off play action. Knight. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll air this one. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Bills nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Jets 14, Bills 7. Rigoberto
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 45 on second down, Darnold got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a first down carry by Bell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second and 9, Darnold, a screen to Bell. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On first down, Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
2 yards on.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
3. Now 3rd and 5.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Jets 14, Bills 7.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Darnold, and he fires one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Nice pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
It's a gain of
all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage.
And I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Knight. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Say.
Here's Darnold. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And oh, he coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Recovered by.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll go down. 20-yard line.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Makes the score Bills 24, Jets 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Knight finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now throwing on first down and completing it. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw on second down. Knight. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
On first down, it's Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Bills 31, Jets 28.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. But not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 34-yard line.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. This is Bell. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Darnold now to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Knight. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Jets 38, Bills 31.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Le'Veon Bell.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
The tackle made at the
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Again, it's Bell. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Jerry Hughes on.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's track. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the slip.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and that will force a turnover on downs. Here to his running back. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
The ball carrier.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
Stephon Diggs.
A big play here for Buffalo. 53 yards.
And the Bills' first down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
At 38 all. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Darnold. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Jets 45, Bills 38.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And to give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On the carry.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hands it off out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Knight. And now here is another interception. Picked by Pierre Desir. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
It's now 3rd down.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
He's taken down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, Darnold escapes the sack. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ed Oliver able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Off the play fake, Knight. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Knight's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
A pickup of 15.
They didn't get out of bounds, but that's okay. They need one more just like that to give themselves a chance.
And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.